Ryan's college graduation should have been a jubilant affair, a continuation of his lifelong streak of excellence. Yet this time, there were no festivities at his home. His grades had plummeted, betraying the brilliance he once embodied. As the prodigy who once held the spotlight from kindergarten to high school, his fall from grace in college was a shocking twist. How college education threw him off guard is what he can't actually explain. His parents were disappointed in him because they had thought he would graduate with excellent results, get a good job, and elevate their family. Every relative who visited Ryan's family was met with the story of how the once-known wonder kid ended up becoming a flop. At the time, he's supposed to consolidate his intellectual prowess. In no time, news of his downfall started flying around his neighborhood. Gossip was everywhere. Ryan could barely walk through the streets back to his house without getting demoralizing side talks. This became the most challenging time for Ryan. Things didn't even end there. Job opportunities dwindled, offering little more than menial labor and meager wages. He would have to work like a jackal and eat like an ant. So devastating. To Ryan, his once promising future now seemed shrouded in despair. Staying inside his room in all emptiness and looking back at how his once beautiful life was turning from grace to grass, hot tears rolled down his cheeks. One day, Ryan was walking across the fields, so much lost in thought of the way forward when he met an old man resting under a tree. At first, Ryan didn't even notice the old man. After seeing how depressed and lost Ryan was, the old man called to his attention. Following a brief discussion, there was this rapport between them which made Ryan to explain his ordeal to the old man. The old man looked at him and said,
"Do you know that the rest of your life can still be the best of your life?" Ryan was in confusion and wondering what could make the old man say such a thing, bearing in mind the situation he is into. The old man continued, "Of all the rich men you know, how many graduated with excellent grades?" At this time, the discussion became interesting to Ryan, and he asked the old man, "How were they able to do that?" The old man replied, "That is left for you to answer, and the day you answer that question becomes the day you start seeing a new you." The old man stood up and left. Ryan went back home, ruminating on the old man's cryptic message throughout the whole day. Driven by curiosity and desperation, Ryan delved into the stories of successful individuals, immersing himself in their journeys. This opened Ryan up to so many books, which will in turn open him up to so many hidden opportunities. After a year of developing his financial IQ, Ryan embarked on his own entrepreneurial venture, undeterred by the skepticism of others. At first, nothing seemed to be going through. People laughed at him, many mocked him, some gave him wrong advice to quit his business and go look for something better doing. However, Ryan already knows where he's heading to, and never allowed all these ridicules to trip him off. In just 5 years, Ryan transformed his setbacks into a global empire, defying all expectations. His remarkable ascent silenced his doubters and elevated him beyond his former peers. Given his rapid growth as an entrepreneur and his influence, he was invited to come and talk to young people on what it's to be successful and what they need to have at their fingertips in order to move forward in life. Standing before a crowd of eager listeners, Ryan's words echoed with the weight of experience as he said, "Listen, not every storm is there to destroy you. Some come to clear your path. You're going to meet so many setbacks and so many failures. Many of them are there to refine you into an outstanding individual. The same way gold has to pass through the harshness of a burning furnace to be useful. That's how challenges and setbacks are going to form you into a better version of yourself. Never believe that the world is over for you because of one setback or another. Listen, don't term a situation as good or bad because you don't know what the end product will be. Life is like a book. You cannot understand the whole story by reading only one line. How do you think this world will look like if everything is 100% perfect for everyone? No challenges, no failure, no ups and downs. It will be a boring world. Success has no value if there is nothing like failure. Riches have no value if there is nothing like poverty. Joy and happiness have no value if there's nothing like pain and sorrow. The same goes for sweetness if there's nothing like bitterness. Everything you will experience, both good and bad, forms what is called life. Therefore, in life, it is either you succeed or you learn a lesson. Remember, learning a lesson does not end.
The same lesson, if not learned, will be presented to you again and again in different forms until you have learned them. Then you can move on to another one. There's no part of life that's without its own lessons. Never run away from challenges and life's problems. Instead, embrace them with open arms, then develop yourself to be bigger than those problems. When you do such, you've upgraded yourself to face a higher problem. If you continue like that, a time will come when you've upgraded yourself to overcome almost all your problems. Then you're now unstoppable. Almost everything comes to you without stress. That's what is called freedom.
I believe you gained something from watching this video. If you want to grow yourself to be unstoppable, then subscribe to the channel and be part of this wonderful community. Help a friend benefit from what you've just benefited from by giving them the opportunity to watch this video. Remember, we rise by lifting others. We'll meet again in my next video. Till then, goodbye.